Hello students, welcome to a lesson through the virtual training center of the Brihan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika. My name is Shraddha teacher, and in this lockdown period, since we are not able to go to school, children, we will be doing many lessons here online through the virtual class. So come on, let's proceed to our lesson for today.
So children, today we will be doing a lesson in standard 3rd EVS. Now before we go to the lesson and before I tell you what the lesson is going to be about, I want you to carefully look at this screen now. So can you see the image of certain things in one corner of your screen? You can see a burger there, you can see some french fries there. All right, so are you able to guess what this particular lesson is going to be about? Yes, let me show you one more picture and then let us see whether you're able to guess. So what is this picture about, children? This picture is about a plate, isn't it? And what can you see on the plate? You can see different items of food on the plate. You can see some rice, you can see roti, you can see some items of salad, some sweet, some sabji, etc. So what do you think? What are we going to learn about today? Yes, you're right. You must have guessed correctly. We are going to learn about our need for food in this particular lesson today, isn't it? And now let us just go back and just think about what we have learned in the previous lessons. So in the previous lessons, children, we learned about our need for water, isn't it? We saw from where we get water and what are the uses of water to our body and how we should save this water also. We also talked about our need for air, isn't it? We saw that how we breathe and we learned certain new terms like respiration, like inhalation, exhalation, etc. So in these lessons that we are doing now, we are talking about the various needs of our body. So just like we need air, just like we need food, we need water, isn't it? So today let us focus on food because we have already talked about water and we have talked about our need for air. So today's lesson is going to be about food only. So let us see what is this again. This is one more image of a thali, or we call it as a meal. Okay, now we Indians have got different kinds of food habits, and people who are not living in India have got different types of food habits. So on this plate you can see the things that we Indians eat. Okay, so we eat roti, we eat rice, we eat different kind of vegetables, and we eat different kind of chutneys, pickles, etc. All this together, whatever we eat is called as our food. It is also called as our diet. Okay, but in this lesson we will call it as our food. So now let us try and get more information about food, and also let us try and understand why food is important to our body. So let me show you a few images of some children. So look at this boy. Oh my god, he's so thin, isn't it? See, he's checking his weight on the weighing machine, but he's very thin. All right, his weight is very less. Let us look at the picture of this girl now. See, she looks so tired. Look at her face. She looks so tired and she's also a little weak, I think. So, what do you think? What is wrong with these children? They are thin and they are weak, maybe due to some illness, maybe because they are not well, okay, or maybe because they have not eaten properly. Let us look at this image now. Look at this girl. See, she's looking nice and smart and happy and healthy, isn't it? And look at this boy also. See, he also is looking very healthy and happy. Compare this image to the image of these children. Do they look happy, children? They do not look happy and they do not look healthy also. But the other children that we saw, they look happy and they look healthy also, isn't it? So one reason for this could be the way they eat, the children in the first image, maybe they are not eating proper food, maybe they are not eating food in the right quantity, maybe they are eating very less. Okay, and if you eat well, that is, if you eat healthy food, if you eat on time, if you eat in proper quantity is also important, children. You should not eat too less, you should not eat too much also. If you eat too less, you will fall sick. If you eat too much, you will fall sick. So you should eat healthy, and if you eat healthy, then you will look like these children, isn't it? The children that we saw in the previous image. Let me show you. If you eat healthy, you will look like this. Alright, now let us look at an image from our textbook. So see, you can see this particular image in your textbook if you open it. So there is this girl who has fallen sick and she has become very weak. So sometimes it happens to you also. You fall sick and you become very weak, and see how her mother is so worried about her, isn't it? Now what happens is, your mother is worried, but at the same time she takes very good care of you also. So your mother feeds you healthy food. She gives you nice food, healthy food to eat. When you're sick, your mother gives you khichdi, she gives you fruits to eat, she gives you fruit juices to drink. And then what happens? And then you recover from your illness and you become healthy again, and you can go out to play, you are happy, isn't it? So that means whether you are sick or whether you are not sick, what you eat has got a very, very big effect on your health. So if you want to be healthy, you should eat also in the right manner, isn't it? Let us look at some more images now. Now see this baby, small baby lying in the corner. After some days, the baby looks like this, and later it will look like this. So what is happening to the baby? Can you see? It is growing, isn't it? The baby is growing up, and then later on the baby starts looking like this. He has grown up a little bit more, and finally he grows up and he starts walking around, isn't it? So what has happened to the baby? The baby has grown, not only in height but also in weight, isn't it? He's become tall also, and the baby's become heavy also. Now how do babies gain height and weight? So how do they become taller? How do they become healthier? How do they become heavier? So this is something which you are going to think about now. See, there is this image from your textbook. Let us look at this image also. So there is this mummy who's feeding the baby. Can you see? It's a small baby. So she has put it on her feet and she's feeding it something. After some days, then the baby grows up. Can you see? He's become a little big, not only in height but also in weight. After some more days, see, he's become a little bit more big, and finally, see, now he's not needing to lie on his mother's feet and eat. Now he can sit, but his mother is feeding him. That means he's grown up a little bit more. His height has grown, his weight has increased, and finally he packs his bag and he goes to school like you do. Okay, so what makes this baby gain height and weight? The same question let us come back to again. So how does this baby become taller? How does this baby become heavier as far as weight is concerned? So it is because this baby eats and he drinks. So when he is small, what does he do? He drinks milk. As he grows a little bigger, his mama starts feeding him something like khichdi or fruits. Okay, and slowly you will see that the baby grows and he starts eating. So when he starts eating, he grows. When his mama feeds him, okay, from milk, then he goes on to eat khichdi, then he goes on to eat fruits, and slowly you will see that the baby's diet increases. The food that the baby eats goes on changing, and therefore his height goes on increasing and his weight also goes on increasing. So what did you come to know by this? That for a baby to grow up, for children to grow up and become adults. Okay, food is needed. So why is food needed? Food is needed so that we grow up. Okay, so this is the first need that we have for food. And all the organs that are there in our body, children, whether the eyes, the brain, our muscles, heart, lungs, whatever organs are there in our body, food is required to be eaten if these organs are to function properly. That means if you want to see properly, if you want your eyesight to be good, then you should eat things like carrots, you should eat things like eggs. Okay, if you want nice hair, then you should eat green vegetables. If you want your brain to be sharp, then you should eat fish if you are a non-vegetarian, or you can eat things like walnuts, etc. So for everything, every part of your body, there is some food or the other which will help it to work well. Okay, so food is required now, children. The second reason, one reason is for our body to grow, and the second reason why we require food is so that the various parts of our body function well. Function well means they work well. Okay, so if we want to work well, if you want your body to grow well, you need to eat nice food, you need to eat good food in proper quantities. And food also gives us strength. Can you see the strength that this brinjal is getting because of the food that he is eating? Food gives us a strength. Strength means takat. Okay, so if you want strength, then you should eat well. We also feel tired if you don't eat food. If you will not eat food for a long time, what will happen is you will feel very, very tired because your body is not getting any energy. Isn't it? Your body will get energy from the food that you eat. So if we do not eat food, then we will start getting very tired. And when we need food, what happens? Sometimes when you forget to eat your dabba, you forget to eat your tiffin, you're playing in the recess, and you simply forget that your mummy has given you roti bhaji and you have to eat it. After the recess is over, then what happens? See, your condition becomes like this cartoon here. You start feeling hungry. Isn't it? Your stomach starts making noises, you start feeling hungry, and then what do we need at that time? We need to eat food when we feel hungry. And when you eat, then you immediately start feeling better. You start feeling okay. Otherwise, you feel like you're going to faint. Isn't it? So, we need food to feel good also. Now, sometimes we do a lot of work. Now, for example, in this lockdown period, children, and your homes also, your mother has to do so much work. So, sometimes you tell your mummy, come on, mummy, I will help you to wipe the floor. So you start wiping the floor, and then you get tired of wiping the floor, isn't it? Sometimes you study a lot, and then you get tired of studying. So what happens to you? When you work too much, we get fatigued. Now this word fatigued is used in the textbook, and it is a new word, I think, for you. Okay, so let's see what the meaning of this word fatigued is. Fatigue means tired. So sometimes when you study a lot, sometimes when you work a lot, your body gets tired. We get fatigued. Okay, your body feels fatigued. So at that time, what should we do? You should eat, because when you work a lot, it makes you hungry. And when you get hungry, and if you don't get food, you get tired. So what should you do at such times? You should eat, and then you become fresh again. Then you are ready to play, you're ready to study again. Okay, so that is the importance of food for us in our life. Now let us see what different kind of living things eat. So here what can you see? Two children like you, they are sitting and eating cake. Let us look at the next image here. What is this cow eating? The cow is eating grass. And what about this? This is a plant. So does the plant also eat, children? we will see in the lesson, okay, whether the plant eats. So the human beings, people like you and me, we need food. The cow, that means animals, also need food. And of course, plants also need food. That means all living things need food. When we talk about living things means what? People, that is human beings, animals, plants, all these are part of the living things. So all living things need food, isn't it? But do they eat the same things? Come on, let us see now. Let us talk about what animals eat, what human beings eat. We all know, isn't it? We all eat roti, sabji, fruits, vegetables. We drink milk, we eat fish, eggs, etc. Let us try and understand animals and their food. Let us know more about what animals eat and what is their food. So let us start by doing this little quiz on the food of animals. So here we have 4 animals and we have 4 different kind of food items on the screen for you. So let us go and check what these animals eat. So the first animal that we have here on the screen is a rabbit. So what do rabbits eat? So do rabbits eat bananas? Do they eat cheese? Do rabbits eat carrots or do they eat honey? So rabbits are very fond of carrots. Okay, carrots are rabbits' ka favorite food. Let us look at the bear now. We have a grizzly bear over here. So what is the favorite food of grizzly bears? So bears love to eat honey. Okay, and what about this rat? Which is this rat's favorite food? The rat's favorite food is cheese. Okay, and what about this naughty little monkey? The naughty little monkey loves to eat bananas. Okay, so you can see that all of them are animals, but they eat different things. Okay, if you give the bear carrots, the bear might eat it, but he will not enjoy eating carrots. So that is what the food of animals is. Now animals are of different types, children. So different types of animals, they need to eat different kind of food. Look at this image. Here you have the deer and the gorilla, which eat vegetarian food, that is they eat bananas, they eat fruits, etc. Then you can see the big lion, who's the king of the jungle. Now the lion has to eat meat. Okay, that is the lion eats other animals, so he eats meat. What about our huge friend the elephant? The elephant is also vegetarian. So the elephant, like the deer, it will eat fruits, it will eat sugarcane, grass, etc. Look at the dinosaur and look at the bear there. They love to eat fish or they also eat meat. And the giraffe in the corner, he is also a vegetarian. So some animals eat vegetarian food and some animals eat non-vegetarian food, just like us human beings, isn't it? There are some people who do not eat eggs, who do not eat fish, who do not eat chicken, etc. And some others, they love to eat chicken, they love to eat fish. So to each animal their own food. So to each their own food means every animal eats according to his type. Okay, so let us understand a little bit more about this now. So look at this. This is cattle. Now this cattle means animals that we keep at home are called as cattle. So these are some cows. So what are they eating here? These cows here are fed grass. We give them to eat, isn't it? We keep them in our houses for milk, etc. So we give them food to eat. So what do we feed them? We feed them grass, green grass. Can you see these cows are eating green grass? Sometimes we let them out also on the fields to eat. Okay, cattle are also fed hay. Hay means what? When the grass dries up. Okay, when fresh grass is available, what do? They dry it up so that when the fresh grass is not available, these cows can still eat. So cattle are fed hay also by us. So cattle also eat hay. And cattle, cows, buffaloes, etc. are given oil cakes to eat. So you must have heard about cakes, isn't it? When we have a birthday, what do? You buy a cake and you cut the cake and you sing the birthday song. But these cakes are not the cakes that we eat. These are called as oil cakes. So what are oil cakes? Let us see. Now this is an example of oil cake. What is this? This is mustard, or we call it as sarson. Okay, and you know that from mustard we make mustard oil, or we call it as sarson ka tel. Now after the oil is taken out of this mustard, after the mustard is crushed and after the oil is removed from this mustard, this kind of powder is left behind. Okay, this kind of powder, dry powder. Why dry? Because the mustard oil has already been removed from it. This kind of powder is again made into cakes. They are dried and they are made into cakes, and these are called as oil cakes, children. So animals are fed oil cakes to make them healthy, so that they give us more milk, etc. There is something else also which these animals are fed, and that is called as ambon. Okay, now when we say amboli, you must have heard about the dish called amboli. Why is it called amboli? Because it is fermented. Idli ka atta, you keep it in the night and in the morning it becomes a little sour, it becomes khatta. Okay, so what do? We make it fermented. So that process in Marathi, it might be, I think it is called ambavne. Okay, so this particular word is derived from that ambon. We say ambon. Okay, what is the meaning of ambon then? They mix various kind of things. They mix oil cake, they mix jaggery. Jaggery is also very good because it contains iron, and they mix particles of grain. See, you can see in this picture, and they mix all of that with water, and it is fed to the animals. Okay, so that also becomes very, very healthy for the animals. So like we eat fruits, like we eat vegetables, like we drink milk, the animals also should get something healthy to eat, isn't it? So the animals are also fed with this thing called as ambon. Okay, so all these things are fed to animals in order to make them healthy. So for the cattle, what all do we feed? We feed them oil cakes, we feed them ambon along with grass, along with hay, isn't it? Now let us look at this particular animal. Which animal is this? From the mouth, are you able to make out? It is a horse, isn't it? The horse are fed gram, Bengal gram. We call it as harbara or chana. What do? We soak this chana or harbara in water, and that is fed to these horses because it makes them strong and healthy. Okay, so you can see how the eating habit of animals is also different. Some animals eat some things and some animals eat something else. So the food of animals is also different, children. Now what about these goats and sheep? So they eat different kind of leaves, and they eat different kind of shrubs from the plants. Okay, they also eat grass. Goats also eat grass. And now, what about some other kind of animal? Look at some other kind of animal, that is birds. So then what do birds eat, children? So all these things that you can see on your screen, na? You can see small grains, you can see leaves, you can see maize or makka as we call it. There are different kind of seeds. Some birds also eat eggs, they eat coriander, they eat mint, they eat fruits. So birds again have their own eating habits. Different kind of birds eat different kind of things. What about insects then? All these are part of the animal family, isn't it? Insects. So different kind of insects also have different kind of eating habits, or they also have different types of food. Okay, so now there are so many things left to study in this lesson, so many interesting things. So what we will do now is we will not hurry and learn everything together, so you will not understand, isn't it? So in today's lesson, what did we talk about? We talked about why we human beings need food. We talked about how we gain height and weight when we eat good food, how babies grow up. Why do they grow up so well? Because they're given good food to eat. We also saw that when we work a lot, we lose all our energy and then we start feeling hungry. And when we eat, once again, we become good, we feel better, isn't it? We also talked about the food of certain animals. So now what we will do is when we come back and meet next time, we will do the remaining part of this lesson.
So children, wasn't that a wonderful video? And did you enjoy watching it? So if you want to watch more such videos in future, then please like this video and also subscribe to our channel, the MCGM Portal for Education, and also hit the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video here. Thank you so much for now. Let's meet again soon.